Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So today I'd just like to talk about sound. As we know, this world is divided into 4 time periods called yugas. First one is Satya Yuga, then Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, which is the one we're in now. And the interesting thing is that in Satya Yuga, there are all good spiritual qualities. Everyone is very, very spiritual, very pure. And the qualities they have, these spiritual qualities are cleanliness, austerity, mercifulness, and truthfulness. So those qualities are very prevalent. Then, as we go into Treta Yuga, then they decline. Those qualities become less. In Dwapara, they become even more less. And in Kali Yuga, they're practically non-existent. No cleanliness, no austerity, no truthfulness, so no mercy. So this is how can you say, confirmed. Just like some years ago, I heard, I think from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, one of our gurus, that when the lawyers in court tell lies, they're not the only people that tell lies, but certainly they do tell lies. That's a particular sound vibration, that lying sound vibration. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, I believe, said that what happens is that sound vibration goes up into the sky, up into the ether, into the rain, and the rain that comes down, the crops that are, nourished by that rain, they're not actually nourished. And those crops become poisonous. They bring disease because of that impure sound vibration. So we can see there's that's the bottom of the scale, that kind of sound vibration. But on the other hand, we hear about pure sound. Pure sound is transcendental sound or divine sound, the holy names of God. And that sound vibration has a very different effect. So just to talk a little bit more about that, I'd like to actually quote and read from a very beautiful talk given by Vijayacharya some years ago in Liverpool about the specific power of Gauranga, the holy name of Gauranga. So I'd like to read that to you. The following is a talk given by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vijay Acharya, founder of the Order of Pilgrims in Liverpool, England, on December 1st, 1984. So the holy names of God are the supreme words of power. If we study the ancient traditions, if we seek out amongst the natural healers, the medicine people of the native tribes, their so-called shamans, we'll find that all of them have their special words of power, which they reveal only to the selected few. But by the grace of the Supreme Shaman, Lord Chaitanya, who appeared 500 years ago in Bengal, the supreme words of power are available to everybody. One doesn't have to go into the Amazon or in search of the lost Babajis in the Himalayas and so forth. Anyone, even in the midst of Liverpool, has access to the highest transcendental vibration simply by repeating the holy names of God. Actually, God has thousands of millions of names, and in each one of these names, the full potency of God is invested. Just like we can understand inside of a single atom, so much power is somehow or another concentrated by divine potency. So we can understand that within each recitation of the holy name of Krishna, all of the power of God Himself is present. The holy name of Krishna, the holy name of Christ, the holy name of Allah, all of these holy names bring with them the full power of the Godhead. But of course, the potency to which one will feel the presence of the Godhead in the holy name will be in direct proportion to the degree of full devotion, full surrender, which exists in the individual heart. So, if we want to try to advance along the path back to home, back to Godhead, then we have to make our hearts more and more receptive to the all-bountiful mercy of the Lord, and to make it more and more of a suitable abode for the Lord. Of course, within the heart of everyone, the Supreme Divine Person is residing, just as within every atom, in fact, he is residing. But if we want to access him there, access her, him there, then we have to take refuge of devotional love, because that's the language which God understands. So we can try to sing a little bit more together one very powerful name of God, the holy name of Gauranga, which is perhaps the supreme word of power in any language, in all languages, the supreme word of power, the holy name of Gauranga. In this age especially, it's recommended that everyone should try to participate in the singing congregationally of the holy name of Gauranga, the golden-limbed Supreme Person, the source of all emanations. And Vijay has very kindly given us this wonderful Gauranga mantra. Shri Gauranga, Jai Gauranga, Gauranga Nam. 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 So we can try for ourselves. Whenever I go out and meet people, I try to give them one of these Gauranga flyers. And most of the time they've never heard of Gauranga, they don't know this name of God. But at the same time, I say to them, look, you try it, you can put it to the test yourself. In other words, this holy name is universal. It's universal, this name of Gauranga, and doesn't need any qualification to chant that name, and one doesn't need any qualification to receive the mercy of that name. Just like my Guruji said, that the mercy is the holy name. People talk about, where can I get the Lord's mercy? Yes, the mercy is there in the name. Why? Because the name is, Krishna is Gauranga himself. So, and of course we understand in this age particularly, this Kali Yuga, as we say, where there are no good spiritual qualities. This particular name, this particular incarnation of God is Mahavadanyaya, the most merciful. And as my Guruji said, he has declared general amnesty. In other words, all the souls in this universe are to be saved by the grace of Gauranga. Sometimes I think that, wow, Gauranga, Lord Gauranga appeared just over 500 years ago on this tiny little planet. We hear from the Vedas that there are as many universes, material universes. If you took one big bag and you filled it up with mustard seeds are very tiny. If you fill that bag with mustard seeds, can you imagine how many seeds in that bag? Yeah, that's how many universes are. Material universes, not planets, universes there are. And ours is the smallest. Can you imagine? Ours is the smallest of all those universes. And one tiny little planet in that universe is this little Earth planet. And on that planet, Gauranga appeared. Wow, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he introduced the Sankirtan movement, this chanting of the holy names. And as we hear from Narottam Das Thakur, one of our great acharyas, Golokera Premadan Harinam Sankirtan, that this Harinam Sankirtan, this chanting of the holy names, this pure sound, this divine sound, where does it come from? Actually, it's not from here. It comes from Goloka, the topmost spiritual planet in the spiritual universe. It's descended. And what does it bring? It brings Golokera Premadan. Dan means gift, treasure. What is that greatest treasure? Prem, the divine love of Radha Krishna. So that's the potency, that's the power of this holy name. as brought to us, especially by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I would just like to finish off with one beautiful verse that I found recently. Unfortunately, I don't have the reference offhand, but it is a beautiful description of Lord Gauranga. He's also known as Gaurasundar, meaning beautiful, golden Lord. Shri Gaurasundar, Lord Gauranga, is the friend of the universe. He's most compassionate, the giver of the holy name. His bright, attractive golden form is filled with supreme sweetness. His smile is enchanting, and the glance of his lotus eyes is very cooling. The words from his mouth are full of love and are like nectar. May that Lord Gaurachandra, who is the best amongst dancers, please manifest in my heart. So such a beautiful prayer. Gaur Nataraj, that is the name of Gauranga, meaning the golden king of dancers, Gaur Nataraj. So these beautiful descriptions of Lord Gauranga. So I would strongly encourage everyone to chant this particular mantra, Gauranga mantra. Gauranga doesn't take offense. As we know, if we chant Hare Krishna, we can commit offense. But Gauranga doesn't accept offense. Nitai and Gauranga, they don't accept offense. And I know for myself, I'm a mine of offenses, full of doubts and, how do you say, offenses. But Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, as I said once before in a talk, he's so compassionate, so compassionate. He feels intense pity, not ordinary pity, intense pity, even for the criminals. So this is inconceivable, we cannot imagine. But as we go on chanting, we can begin to experience that when I take shelter of this holy name, I feel myself, how can you say, fully sheltered by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. Because after all, this is a dangerous place, this material world. It's said, padam, padam, at every step there's danger. So first and foremost, we need shelter, we need safety, we need guidance, we need protection, we need love. We need to know that we are loved. We're not bad. We're good. We're good. Each soul is pure and transcendental and by nature a loving servant of God. So if we chant his holy names, especially in my experience, this name of Gauranga gives us that special, special mercy, then we can begin to feel that I'm safe. I'm safe, I'm okay. And also I can make a contribution to this unhappy world. My life can become useful in this way, that I can give Gauranga. I can give Gauranga. And Gauranga, just like my Guruji said, he said, once you're touched by Lord Gauranga, your material life is over. Touched means you just hear his name, you chant his name. He's touched you. So there's no greater gift that you can give. And everyone needs this gift in this world. Everyone in the whole universe, actually. So in this way, if we try to dedicate ourselves to taking shelter of that holy name and giving it to others, we can begin to feel that my life has purpose. I have love to give. I have love to give. I can feel love for myself and love for others and give them something supremely valuable. So wishing everyone much peace and tranquility on the path of devotion. Jaya 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 Gauranga.